Picture this. Two community boards facing identical $250,000 decisions. One board meeting ends with raised voices and no resolution. The other wraps up 20 minutes early with everyone nodding in agreement. The difference? Not luck. It's all about approach. Today I'm sharing 3 game-changing frameworks that are transforming how the smartest communities make decisions. Let's be honest. Traditional community input methods often create more problems than solutions. They tend to attract the loudest voices, not necessarily the majority opinion. That's why forward-thinking boards are using what we call the 30-60-10 framework. Spend about 30% of your process gathering targeted data, not just holding open forums. Use digital surveys that help you spot patterns across different resident groups. This reveals insights that might get buried under emotional arguments at meetings. Then dedicate 60% to analysis. Create simple decision matrices that look at both the dollars and cents and the less tangible impacts, like convenience and property values. And that final 10%, that's where you exercise your judgment as leaders. Boards that hide behind, "we're just doing what residents want," aren't really leading their communities. We've all been there, where a project hits a snag and suddenly everything grinds to a halt while the board scrambles to figure out what to do. Instead of that reactive approach, the most effective communities use what we call contingency cascades. Basically, tiered response plans that scale up as challenges emerge. Start by creating a project charter that establishes clear trigger points. When you're 10% over budget, you take certain steps. At 20%, different actions kick in. This prevents that deer in the headlights reaction when things don't go as planned. Here's the real key. Decide in advance who can make what decisions. When problems crop up at 2 a.m. on a Sunday, you need someone who can take immediate action without calling an emergency meeting. Set spending thresholds for specific roles. You'll get faster responses while still maintaining accountability. Think about how we typically use consultants. We hire an architect, then separately talk to an engineer, then loop in an attorney. It's inefficient and often creates disconnected solutions. The communities getting the best results are using an expert integration matrix, a fancy term for bringing all your experts together in the same room at the same time. Rather than meeting with professionals one by one, get them collaborating using structured discussion points. When experts work together, they develop solutions at the intersection of their knowledge areas, often cutting implementation costs by up to 25%. And here's the tip that can save you thousands. Look within your community first. Many associations have residents with valuable professional backgrounds who can serve as internal consultants, bridging the communication gap between your board and outside experts. These approaches represent a real shift in how we govern communities, moving from reactive to proactive, from opinion-based to data-driven. Don't feel like you need to revamp everything overnight. Start small. Maybe use a simple survey for your next major decision, or create basic escalation guidelines for your next project. Even these small steps can make a big difference. The communities using these methods aren't just making better decisions. They're seeing happier residents, stronger property values, and far fewer heated arguments at board meetings. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.